Hello, Kinalito, aka Mahali Selepe, the girl that calls for countries home, Lesotho, South Africa, Britain, and Australia, where I am currently based. Welcome to my channel. Now, don't forget to follow me on all social media platforms at Mahali Selepe, spelled Mahali Selepe. Welcome, guys. It is Monday, the 20th of April today. And I've been wondering what to tell you today, what to share with you today. All sorts of ideas in my head. But I think, story time. What else? We're in quarantine, so all those stories. Oh, Madam Gosi. Goodness. Okay, I don't know which one to tell you today. There's another interesting fact about me that I was thinking to maybe tell you that, but I think we have lots of days, we have lots of weeks coming, hopefully not too long, in quarantine. So anyway, even after quarantine, you guys will still be watching my videos, right? So let me not keep bubbling on,
and let's get into the video.
Okay, so I'm loving this spot here because I've realized like I can do a filter on my phone and then it looks so nice. Like I look like a yellow bone. You may have noticed the difference. I might be going back to my normal spot. I wanted to do that today, especially since I'm matching with the couch. I wanted to have a little bit of color. Actually, maybe let me do this. And so I'm actually sitting on a few cushions because the camera is too high. So let's put in some color. Let's put in some color, shall we? I'll probably just zoom it in anyway. I think that's better. Okay. So, oh goodness, I'm gonna tell you guys my love triangle between two pastors. I know. It's not as it's not as what's the word? Yeah, it's not as deep as it sounds. It's just one of those things. It's just life. It's just what happened. So I was at a boarding school in high school where the campus also had a college. And the college, I went to Christian schools throughout my high school, my schooling years, until I finished high school. I went to Christian schools. So this college, it had all sorts of courses, including ministry, theology, So there was these two guys.
I'm listening to your story.
You're making me uncomfortable.
Fine then, I'll watch it on YouTube.
Okay. So there was these two guys. They were very, very close friends. They were both doing theology, and they were always doing like plays and stuff. So they were like, they were like this duo, and then I was like the third person. So like it was like the three of us who were like really close. I was in standard 9, which was grade 11. Anyway, we're just close, the three of us. So one of them, we got really close, and I don't even remember how it started, but he was very interested in me, and I think he did say, I remember he was just openly speaking, but we didn't like become boyfriend and girlfriend. But the first thing he said was, "Will you marry me?" I was 16. So like I've always been much older than my age. So it wasn't going out with older guys, I mean, it makes sense to me because mentally we were at the same level. But you know, in this case, this was not going out. In this case, he wanted to marry me, you know, and goodness, yeah, I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to say. I didn't know what to, I didn't know what, you know, it came as a shock because he wanted to get married then. Like he didn't want to wait. He didn't want to get married in the future. He wanted to get married that year. I think he was doing his final year that year. He was leaving. He was going to start ministry, and he wanted me by his side. You know, he told me he had a child. He told me, which I didn't mind. You know, but I thought marriage. I'm telling you guys, I even considered, you know, going to tell my parents. I didn't know what to do. He got so upset that I wasn't ready. Like he felt I was ready. You know what I mean? Like he was talking to me. He's like, look, Vera, this, you know. Like we used to have quite a lot of conversations, like mentally challenging, like him trying to show me how ready I was, you know. Because we used to talk about relationships a lot, you know, before the bombshell, you know, before the big, you know, will you marry me? So, you know, even I felt like, yeah, I think I'm ready. But I thought, no, I'm not. Like, I'm thinking, I can't just get married. I'm in high school. I'm 16. What if I regret it? What if, you know? And it spoiled our friendship so much. We were so close. And at this time, I wasn't telling my friends. I had a group of friends. We were like a pack of wolves. Like, you know, like it was like, you know, I'm surrounded by these, you know, we had friends and they didn't like these two guys at all. Like they just found them annoying or boring, or like they just didn't like them. And I was their friend. And I remember I used to sort of to try and make up stories about spending time with them. I used to say, no, I wasn't with them. I used to lie about where I was, or you know what I mean, because these guys were always criticizing these guys so much, like goodness me. So once we got close with this one of them, I mean, I could see us sitting there chatting together. We are walking together thinking, what is going on? Are you going out with Sipo? We call him Sipo. Are you going out with Sipo? I'm like, no. Like, I guess it could tell, like we were very close. I liked him a lot. You know what I mean? I could see us being in a relationship and doing this thing and making this thing work. But he wanted marriage, you know? I mean, the details of the thing are so vague that I don't remember if we actually went out, but I do remember the kissing. Okay. I think that was when we were actually saying goodbye, like, because he had to leave before the end of the year. I don't know if it was before the end of high school or before even the end of the college academic year, but I just remember he had to leave. And he was extremely upset about me not wanting to marry him. I mean, I wanted to, but not at that time. You know what I mean? But he got so upset, like it got pretty awkward. It got pretty awkward because every time we meet, he's just upset. You know, I'm like, dude. I mean, I didn't say dude. I mean, that it wasn't a thing. This was 97. You know, I'm like, how do you feel now? Look, do you see where I'm coming from though? I'm only 16. And he was so upset. He was so upset. Anyway, he left, and it was, you know, that was that, you know, and it was pretty awkward because, yeah, of the way he left. The following year, his friend now wants to marry me. You know, our trio. I'm not laughing because it was funny. It's funny. I'm laughing because, it was our reality, guys. Like, guys, I was that mature, yeah? This year now, I'm 17. And then we realized how, guys, we were so similar. I realized how compatible. We were so compatible. Like, these two were very similar anyway. So, I was part of their friendship. So, the three of us were very, very similar. Like, or rather compatible, because people say when people are similar, they're not compatible. I don't know. Opposites can attract, usually attract, or sometimes attract when people know how to work out that thing. And similar people can clash, but can always work out. So we were so compatible. The second guy, I don't remember what was happening that year. It was my final year of high school. And we just realized the more we talk that, oh my days. I mean, I had never thought of him that way. And then he started mentioning it. And we realized we're very, very compatible. Like when we talk about marriage, life, where we see ourselves in the future, what we want to do about our lives, and then now it was him wanting to marry me. Oh my days. So yeah, like both friendships, like we parted ways in a very awkward situation, because I couldn't go out with the second guy. I couldn't even, because he wasn't wanting me to marry him now. He wanted to start a relationship, and I wasn't ready. I was also thinking of his friend. I'm thinking, imagine, what would he think? He'd think I said no because of his friend. I think no. But somehow I think I also had someone. I don't remember. But yeah, I don't know what it was, because I do remember, like, I don't know if I had a boyfriend or I did not, or I had some sort of crush or something, but I just was not in a situation. I mean, still, my friends still didn't like this guy, that my friends still thought they're weird, they're this and that, peer pressure. But then anyway, it's not like I wanted to, I remember feeling that there's potential here, and this is someone I like very much, because this is my friend, but at the same time, it felt like I would just be doing it because he's my friend, and I don't want to hurt his feelings, because I could see how disappointed he's getting by the idea that, or the possibility that I don't want to be in a relationship, although I actually like him a lot, I actually loved him. I loved both of them, and I think I probably did say, and it wasn't the kind of love for like boyfriends and stuff. Like I really loved these guys. So it was pretty challenging. It was pretty challenging. So yeah, I know it's not spicy. It's not spicy. It's not like the three of us together doing whatever, But yeah, that's my story. I don't know if I should talk about us now. They're happily married. I'm happily married. So yeah, that's it really. That's that's the end of that. They're doing their ministry and everything is going well, and I'm very happy for them. Yeah, that's that's that. So thank you guys for watching. Anyway, the people that I respect very much. Yeah, respect very, very much. And those were, things that happen when you're young. When you're young, things happen, and you don't think when you're in the When you're in the situation, you don't think you'll ever change. You don't think you'll ever want something else for yourself in your life. But then you grow up and you realize and you thank God that, oh, I'm so glad she said no. I'm so glad I said no. Because I wouldn't be where I am now had I said yes. You know, life would not be this good. So this, I think, is just an encouragement, really, that don't worry. If you're in a relationship, in a situation where you cannot say yes for some reason or other, and you feel guilty because you actually want to say yes, or you actually want this person, but you're not ready. If you're not ready, you are not ready. And God will make things work out for you. God will either bring you back with this person, or God will make you meet another incredible person. So don't stress, don't pressurize yourself, don't get into relationships for the wrong reasons. Don't marry for the wrong reasons. Yeah, because it can be hell. Okay, love you guys. Thank you for watching. Love you, but remember that God loves you even more, and that is true. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I do hope you guys are watching those adverts. Don't forget to not skip the advert. Watch it through. Love you guys. Ciao, ciao. Take care of yourselves. Hella, you watched everything. Thank you so much for watching everything. Now don't forget to subscribe and go back to my other videos and scroll and scroll and scroll and watch everything. There's very good things in here, very good interesting things. You are number one. Now thank you and take care of yourself.